This is Senior Moments on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. My name is Curtis Woods, and we're talking about issues in aging, your financial options with Janelle Percy, financial advisor with Edward Jones, and Candy Watson, our reverse mortgage specialist. So, Candy, we had an opportunity to talk a little bit about reverse mortgages as a whole. Now, let's take it a little bit more basic and simplify it. Let's say I'm a layperson and we want to start Reverse Mortgage 101. Okay. Tell me, what are the just general benefits? What are the things to do? How do I get prepared? Why should I do this?
Okay. 101, to educate reverse mortgage. A senior, it's a senior, 62 and older, and they have to own a primary property. Their needs, if they're looking at one of some, I guess, examples of what they're looking for in a reverse mortgage could be extra income per month.
Right.
Maybe they're not making their expenses every month, but they still want to stay in their home. And
Yes.
80% of seniors out there that own homes want to stay in their home. They do not want to move. And like Janelle said, to stay there for almost a lifetime or for a long period of time. You do it for monthly income. You can do what's called a tenured payment, TENURED. It's a lifetime payment, and that's generated by my my website, or not the website, but the software that we put information in. A person I have clients that have a huge mortgage, and they want to get out from under a mortgage. They don't want to pay it anymore. I could just do the reverse mortgage to just pay off the mortgage, and that's all I do. But it's going to save them that monthly payment.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of different payout options.
A lump sum.
Awesome.
You can have a term payment too, depending on how much you need per month. And a term will go on for a certain amount of months. You can have a variety of different options together also. But I also have, when we were going back to, if you have a huge mortgage to pay off, I've even had clients have to come in with money because they don't qualify for enough, but yet by coming up with some funds, putting it down, and it actually adds to the equity of their property. So they actually start out with a lower mortgage balance when they do this, but they're saving their monthly payments, and that to them individually feels important to them, because everybody I talk to has an individual goal, mindset, and I handle everybody differently. Yeah.
Good.
Or to their needs. We talk about the same thing, and I educate them the same way. But
Sounds good. Tell us a little bit more about some of the recent changes in the profession.
Yes, there has been this year. So starting, in fact, before I can even do an application, my clients would have to get counseling done. And what that is, it's about an hour, and it's done by a HUD-approved counselor. So I give them a list of them. I do not tell them who to go to. I cannot do that by law. So they have to get counseled. And we now have, let's say if they get counseled on a Monday. So we have a cooling off period for my client.
Good.
So that means I cannot even, send in the application for processing until the 8th day. So It's a cooling off period, which I understand. So new rules, understand it's protecting the client.
And that's a good thing because it sounds like you educate them. You have them meet with a third party so they're completely knowledgeable about what they're going to do.
Yes. Yeah.
And then gives them an opportunity to take time and make sure that this is the right decision before they commit to it.
Because the counselors are not affiliated with any lenders.
Got it.
So they have their job. And that's why HUD put this in place, to protect the client.
And it's always
senior.
better to make a fully informed decision so that once
definitely.
it begins,
Definitely.
Exactly all the ins and outs.
When I sit down with a client, I usually sit down in a dining room table, kitchen table. I'm sometimes there 2 to 3 hours, and we just go over everything, the options. They have lots of questions, and I just want to make sure that they at the end of that talk and that meeting, that they feel comfortable with me to trust in what I'm saying, and just know what a reverse mortgage is, what a home equity conversion mortgage is, and if it's right for them. And that's what the counselors are there for, too, to see if it's right for them.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Informed decisions are always best, and it's good to see that you have the patience, you have the resources to kind of make sure everyone completely understands, gets the full picture, and they have an idea about what they're getting into.
You are listening to Senior Moments on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We will be right back after the break. This is Senior Moments on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm Joel Green along with Curtis Woods. We're talking today on Senior Moments about issues in aging, specifically your financial options. Our guests are Janelle Percy, financial advisor with Edward Jones, and Candy Watson, a reverse mortgage specialist.
And Candy, we were just speaking about the different changes that have taken place, and what other changes have happened?
The most
recently?
recent one was done in April 27th, and it's called financial assessments. So they are going to look at the seniors, the applicants' credit and income to a degree. So, and everybody's going to be, a little different.
Okay.
So, depending on household members and things like that. So we don't think it's going to have too much of an impact, but we just that as a big change. And they want to make sure why this change is to make sure once the reverse mortgage is in place that the senior is going to be able to pay their taxes and insurance throughout their lifetime.
You know, we talk about reverse mortgages, and we talk about financial plans, and we talk about all the necessary things in life that we have to do, and by definition, necessary is necessary.
Right.
But can we do some fun things? Can I take that reverse mortgage and go to Europe?
Oh, my goodness, yes. This is to enjoy your retirement years the way you want to. You can use money for anything you wish.
And how about with a financial plan?
Sure.
Oh, exactly. And we even build those goals into your financial plan for you.
Can I get my Ferrari?
We'll work on that, Joel.
Okay. That's
It's got to be red. It's got to be red, though.
No, got to be red.
Got to be red.
You got it. I like that. Okay, so we talked today with Janelle Percy, with Edward Jones, and we spoke with Candy Watson, reverse mortgage specialist. So, listener out there, do you have a financial plan? Because if you do, congratulations. If you don't, you need to contact Janelle Percy from Edward Jones. And how do they get in touch with you, Janelle?
My office is in Stevenson Ranch off the old road. My phone number is 661-799-2789, and they can give me a call and schedule a meeting.
And Candy, how about you?
Yes.
How can we get in contact with you?
Yes, my phone number is 661-877-1317, and I'm a resident of the Santa Clarita Valley for over 20 years, so I am here, and a proud member of the Senior Resource Alliance since it began. So
Awesome.
I'm very, very proud.
Awesome.
Very great organization.
And I think this particular show kind of encapsulates everything that we talk about with the Senior Resource Alliance, where first have the conversation. And this particular conversation is about making a plan. Have a financial plan. Have the conversation about a financial plan. Educate yourself on what those options are. And then also know your options regarding the reverse mortgage. As you mentioned, do you want to go to Europe? Do you want a Ferrari? Or do you want to do something that kind of just takes you out of a mortgage, that gets you closer to the goals and the plans that you've made with your financial advisor? Have the conversation. Reach out to the Senior Resource Alliance. Speak to our partners, and let us help you through that way.
And the people in the Senior Resource Alliance, which certainly include Janelle and Candy, Curtis, and myself, we're accessible. And if you want to check us out, you could check us out. What's that website, Curtis?
Our website is seniorresourcealliance.org, and that's seniorresourcealliance.org. We take out that second R, so more like a seniorresource.com.
And that gives you, listener, a chance to find out who the members are, find out what businesses we represent, and you can call any of us. You could call each of us, and that call, there's no obligation. We're not going to take your name. We're not going to, unless you wish to give it to us. We're going to try and put you in touch with the kind of resources that you are interested in. Our show, Senior Moments, is on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month from 10 to 11, which would mean the next show is going to be August 13th from 10 to 11. We're still talking about making your own decisions and the issues in aging. Hopefully, listener, you will join us for that. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to hear for future shows, please call our number. That number is 296-8266. Ladies, thank you for being guests today. Curtis?
Thank you.
Any closing thoughts?
I think, again, as I mentioned, this conversation was very helpful for all the seniors, the senior adults. I think in the end, have the conversation in-home services, out-of-home services, financial services, professional services overall. But mostly, I want to thank our hosts, our radio station here, and we can look forward to having more listeners for us in the future.
Join us again, second and fourth Thursday of the month. August 13th is our next show. And you are listening to Senior Moments on your hometown station, KHTS, AM 1220.